y'all? It's your boy Nino and your man D Hicks behind the camera, coming live from the Live 100 studios with our artist of the month this month, Jody B. What's good with you, Jody?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Man, same fight, different round as we say in Chi-Town, you know what I mean? Just hanging in there. Like it's been I think we skipped last month doing Artist of the Month. You know, we had a lot of things going, had a lot of showcases going on. So we're back on it for the month of July. And this month's Artist of the Month is Jody B. And I'm telling you, it's a treat because we finally got a singer as the Artist of the Month this month. We are hip hop, R&B, and soul. You know what I mean? So we be waiting for somebody to come with the R&B side of it. You know what I mean? So what made you decide to do the singing part of it?
I mean, I guess the typical guy who sings. I grew up in the church, started singing when I was young. Started off writing poetry and then transferred into music.
Straight up, have you always just been singing? You ever tried rapping or anything like that?
Well, it's 2023, so I'm rapping now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm stepping in that lane too. So
how long you been doing it though?
What, singing?
Yeah, I mean, just in music and all. When you first decided to write your first, put something first to a beat?
I gave music over half of my life. I wrote my first song when I was maybe 12 years old, so it's about 19 years.
19 years? And we got 3 songs now that you just submitted to us. We got Lucci Flow. Was it Fire by Fire? Is that
Fire to Fire?
Fire to Fire. Yeah. And what was the third one that you sent to us?
It was You. That's my singer.
You, right. Off the Magnolia. Is that the name of the album?
Yeah.
Magnolia album. So is this a new album, a fairly recent album, new project?
Well, it's by Magnolia Records. The last album was called Legendary.
Okay.
This is my last project. I'm working on another one right now as we speak. So.
What's the new project?
I'm not gonna spoil it, but it'll be. But it's coming, so it's gonna be more of like trap music. You know what I mean? A Voice Today or whatever.
But you still gonna be singing on this, or are you gonna try to transfer
I always gotta do me. You know what I mean? I call it like trap blues or something. What I be trying to do. So.
Right. Okay. Now you said that you really get this your first trying to be an artist. You're really a manager.
Right. Because I've been dealing with artists and stuff like that. I done put artists on shows, for as in book shows myself to be like the headliner. I done dealt with a lot of things, for as in like being a party promoter.
Right.
And I've never been like an artist. I do music just because I love it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now it's just like I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna use my connections and I'm gonna deal with that and I'm gonna see how this works out.
So where you based out of? Are you from Evansville or where you from?
Well, I've been here in Evansville about 10 years, but I'm originally from Mississippi, so
Mississippi,
shout out to that Magnolia,
Oh yeah, we got people down there in Mississippi. Lex Luger down there. Shout out to Lex Luger down there. Mississippi down there doing the hood idol and everything. He got the trafficking hour on the show every night with us, and he got the juke joint every Sunday. You ever listen to the juke joint with him when he played the old school?
I've been dealing with Lex for maybe 7 years.
Really?
I've been knowing Lex for a long time.
Man, and this is what it's all about, building those connections, building those networks, because you never know who knows who. And when we all connect, you realize we all doing the same thing and trying to head in the same direction, so we might as well all do it together.
Indeed.
What was the last show that you have you done any shows that you decided to become an artist?
My last show was in I think we was in Mississippi. We was up there by Memphis, like close to Tunica area or whatever.
Okay.
They had like it was real nice. They had the chick K Carver in there. I went on right before her, so it was cool. All right.
And what you got anything upcoming? Any shows for the songs you submitted with us?
I'm gonna be in Atlanta next Wednesday. I'll be at 2 Chainz Club. Sometimes I throw in here and there, but I promote there every Wednesday. Escobar South, and sometimes I perform. So I perform this weekend, this Wednesday coming up. I've been promoting that. So
for sure. Now I heard you on the phone call. You was talking to an artist, telling them about ASCAP and BMI and all that good stuff. You're trying to give them the heads up, and that's the one thing I do appreciate about that, spreading that knowledge, letting the artist know it. So if you had any advice that you would try to give like an up and coming independent artist just getting into the game, just wrote their first song, what kind of advice would you give them from the management side of it?
I mean, most important, music is good. It's always good to do it, but you also have to protect yourself. So you gotta look at yourself as a business,
right?
You know what I mean. So that's how you gotta carry your music. So that paperwork, you need that. You know what I mean. You gotta be legit. No matter, somebody might call you mediocre or look at you like that, but on paperwork you're a professional artist. So you need to cross your T's and dot your I's. You know what I mean?
Right,
Copywriting friendly, all that. You know what I mean? So that's my advice.
Right, and then I was hearing you talking about telling them to register with BMI and Ask Gavin. For a lot of artists that don't know what that is, that's what for you to register your song for publishing. Like, you can be a writer, you can be the singer, you can be the producer. There's many different ways, like I said, many different ways to skin a cat in this music industry. You know, a lot of people think you either low down here or you top of the charts, you know, but there's a million different levels.
Just because you don't see somebody don't mean they ain't getting paid.
Man, there's a lot of ways to get paid behind the scenes. You can write jingles, you can write commercials. I mean, what they used to say, do the chitlin circuit. Do you know how paid you can get just doing all of these low capacity clubs? And I don't want to say low ball or bad clubs.
I mean,
they're just low.
Excuse me, just some history along about Indiana. I mean, you got a person from Indiana that wrote a song for Bruno Mars, so.
You know what I mean? And that's all it takes is one. Ain't that my motto? All it takes is one. You know what I mean? You can make that one song that somebody else might like to say, hey, can I run with that? You know, and that's what you were talking about, where that copyright and the publishing side of it come from. So you can get paid when other people even perform your songs, want to recreate your songs, want to put them in a jingle or a commercial. A lot of people don't realize, your man from the clips, the wrote the McDonald's jingle. Pusha T.
Yeah.
He wrote "I'm Loving It." You know what I mean? That's him. So there's a lot of ways to get paid in this music industry, and one of the main things that the artists need to do is learn how protect yourself and your craft, your ideas. You got to have the copyright and you got to have the publishing. The copyright lets you know that can't nobody steal it. That's when you register your stuff with the Library of Congress and all of that good stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes that goes on to protect you as an artist, other than getting into the booth and, laying your songs down. You know, that's the fun part right there. You know what I mean? But you got to protect yourself as an artist. And this is our independent artist of the month. You know what I mean? Jody B. What's the next in the plan? You see, you got the album. You can't really talk.
Yeah, I got a video shoot that I'm shooting this weekend to a song that I'm just gonna give it to you guys for free. It's called "They Say." It's more of a upbeat hip hop kind of thing. It's real cool. I mean, people say this and that, so it's one of them. I'm gonna get a little ratchet on there, but still try to keep it classy, But yeah, that's what I got coming up, and then the album, it will be out here soon. You know what I mean? I'll post that. Maybe next month I'll post that about its availability.
Okay, you say you're gonna be down in Atlanta within like the next couple of days?
I'll be in Atlanta next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, and what's the club you say you're doing?
It's Escobar South.
Escobar
South Side Atlanta. That's what 2 Chainz from. It's 2 Chainz Club. So.
Right. And then you performing there as an artist?
Yeah, performing as an artist.
Do you have any artists that you represent gonna be down there performing too, or anybody?
I got people that I support. I mean, if anybody would like to get an interview with the debut, which is like an upcoming I would say platform for music artists. The chick, Boosie daughter, she was just on that Poison Ivy.
Okay.
So if anybody would try to get access to or want access to the debut, you can hit up Cambino on Instagram or whatever, or any artists that want to get some shows. You can hit up Rico, Miosha Liner, or Mario Duncan. You can even hit up Lex, you know what I mean? So,
right.
And you can also hit up Live 100.
Definitely, you know what I mean? Hit us up. We'll tell you everything you need to know and everything we know. And if we don't know, we sure gonna find out and plug you with somebody that do. You know what I mean? That's what we do. So tell Jody B, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find your music, social media, all that good stuff.
Well, on Facebook, it's I Am Jody B. On Instagram, it's I Am Jody B or I Am Jody Moore. The reason why I got 2 is because I'm a businessman and I'm an artist. So,
right.
So it's I Am Jody B and I Am Jody Moore on Instagram, and on TikTok it's I Am Jody Moore.
All right. And if people want to book you for a show, anything like that, they go through those channels as well?
They can hit up any one of those platforms.
Outstanding. Our artist of the month for the month of July, Jody B. You can check out all his hot singles. We got all 3 of them that he submitted to us, playing in rotation right now. You, Fire to Fire,
and Lucci Flow.
Lucci Flow, there you go. And it's R&B, it's singing, you know what I mean? It ain't just rap that we playing on Live 100. That's what we want all the genre. We got hip hop, R&B, soul, jazz on Sunday. We play some church music out there. We got some church singing, you know what I mean? Whatever your craft is, if you got an art form that you want to let the world know about, send us your music, clean MP3 form to live100WURM@gmail.com. Clean MP3 version or Wave 5 version. If it's on point, we'll show you as much love as humanly possible. just like my man Jody B. You know what I mean? Straight out of Mississippi.
Yeah, that Magnolia.
You know what I mean? It's your boy Nino, your man D Hicks, and Jody B on Live 100. The Worm. Word.